Oh, the live.
Oh,
This is
so I was just going to share my screen and show you. I guess we've been working on the same branch, so I guess you can show me what you've been doing, and I can show you what I've been doing. Um, and yeah,
you
so
can tell
I was getting
everyone
this.
who you are.
Sorry.
You can tell everyone who you are. Thousands of
Oh, sorry.
years.
My name is Matt. Nice to meet you all. Hello. I'm here with Faith. Today is the 21st of August, a Tuesday. It's raining outside and cold. And we're having a pair programming session on Hunfunk with Benjamin. Yeah. So I was just I pushed up the code, which I guess I'll go to the branch maybe where it's Hunfunki mit Benjamin, Hunfunki. So this is the update us page that I was talking about that I wanna get done because Robert asked us to do it, and that was like days ago, and I just haven't done it yet. But anyways, so the pull request that we're working on is this FAQ page, which is still failing the build. And then, did you have a look at why it's failing the build?
Yes,
Oh,
but
look, Ross reviewed it 4 hours ago. Awesome.
yeah. I saw that. Help us. It was just. But I realized the only thing I
This
had
is
to
the
add
way it
was
was, though.
that's how
No?
it was.
Yeah.
But so how is that like contradicting his comment?
I'm not sure. I don't understand why it was like that because it I don't think it was like this. It was definitely like this, unless it was changed in some um yeah. I mean, I guess it's like he's giving us a pull request review when we're not actually ready for a pull request review. So um
Don't you think that's
yeah.
working?
I mean, I can go here and see how it looks in mine. Maybe it was changed for some reason, but it shouldn't be.
Mhm.
So that's fa question.hbs. Website one. I want to show you that as well, actually. Maybe when we're not fa question.hbs. Yeah, so mine's like this. And that's exactly what his is like. Did you perhaps change that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. All
Wait,
right.
question.
Yes.
Change. What's wrong? You
What's wrong with
your the changes locally on your local machine is the same as what you're seeing online, right?
Yeah, it's the same as what Robert changed. So then I was confused why it's different for me locally, but I think maybe you
Look at
pushed up a commit that
look at my commit.
yeah, here we go.
That's not the last one. Is
Oh,
that the latest? Is that my latest one?
this is the one you called refactor backlink and add
Yeah.
translation.
Yeah.
So, but did you change that in this one here?
I don't think so. Those are the only things I scrolled. Like I don't know. These are the latest changes I made.
Yeah.
So
So
another
the thing is
thing
that
that I changed.
the thing is that this here, like this translation, it doesn't matter if like this is not where it's actually linking to. So I
That's why
don't know if
it's linking it. That's why it's linking to
no, it's linking
another.
to this is where it's linking to here.
Really? Not
Yeah.
really.
So if you look like back,
I got
I
different results.
I did so I when I pulled down your changes and I was saying like oh it could be linking to It could be linking to
When did you
the
pull down
new
my
index
changes?
page.
When did you pull down my changes?
Yeah, I'm just looking for that right now. I
Because
thought it was in this one here, but maybe it was in this one here.
but that's before I made the change, not after.
Yeah, well, it was before you made the latest changes, but after you made the changes that you made adding the back button. So you added the back button here, right?
Yes.
So this is the back button,
Yeah.
right? And the back button was pointing to the index page,
Yeah.
which is the home page.
Yeah.
So then I pulled down your changes and I added some styling to the FAQ show pages.
Yeah.
And what I did was I changed this the button. Where's the button? Or maybe I changed it locally and I haven't pushed it up. No, I did push it up because this is the last thing I pushed up. I pushed this up as well, but this doesn't seem to have. This is just fixing. That was fixing the test. Here, yeah. So you see here how it's changed the. No, that's so this is adding the button to that's pointing to the home page to the index page of FAQ, and then I changed this here FAQ.index, which is what's pointing to the FAQ.index, you know. So this here you can reuse this. It's probably better to reuse it because even though it says index.link to, which is not like descriptive of what it is, it's pulling in the same translation. So this doesn't actually have any functionality where the person actually goes. This just merely has is what's going to be written in the button,
But link to has a translation called back to home. I do want to use back to home because we want to direct the user to back to the FAQ page.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, definitely.
So I had to add another translation.
Okay.
It's just back, not back to home.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's all I did.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
the test is what is failing, and
did you have a look at why it's failing?
Yeah, but I didn't. It wasn't straightforward why it was failing.
So there's a couple things going on.
And I didn't take the time to understand if the changes we made is affected what was there before in any way. So a minute.
Yep, different. Mm.
This is how you scare our thousands of viewers.
Yep, that's true.
So what's that? What are you doing?
Well, I realized what Robert was talking about was actually he didn't change the thing. He just made a review about what the way we had it, and so he said to use the link to.
What was there
However,
before?
there's this anchor tag, but I tried doing this before actually, and it wasn't working because of this um, because of passing this in. So I think I'm not sure exactly how you do it. Maybe you do it like that.
And have you pulled the latest changes?
Um, I don't know what's the latest changes.
What I just did? Because
No.
yeah, please do before we continue.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
So that in case he's added, like the review affects what I've done, like we had as well change.
yeah. It shouldn't, but you're right. I should pull on the latest changes because if not, then I'm going to get some merge conflicts. So let me see where gets pull. It might not let me pull in the latest changes. So where would that be though? That would be in origin? No. Gets remotes minus V. Origin is Unfunk. Upstream is mine. That's confusing. I need to change that, I feel like. Because everywhere else it's the opposite. So get pull origin. Like the upstream should be the okay, so then yes, I have the translations now. Thank you. But then I'll come back here, and I think maybe it's like this, except for this. What is so this slug here? Maybe this isn't the best one to use. I think actually instead, I think it's FAQ and then key here, maybe. Not sure, not sure, not sure, not sure, not sure. Okay. Maybe leave that like that for a second. And then this comes, exit out of that and put that here. And then comment this out. And then check that I didn't break anything. So Ember, oh no, I need to do front end, and Ember S. That will build that. So I was just gonna show you like one thing I was doing is I was getting this really weird error, like one error occurred outside of examples and
Your font.
increase the font. Yes.
Yes, the terminal font. Okay.
That better?
Yep, that's fine.
So I was getting this really weird error when I was trying to run RSpec, and then I realized that why am I trying to run RSpec on front end tests?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, good times. So
How long did you stay there?
I was here for like 20 minutes. Why isn't it working?
King of debugger.
And I'm like looking at the thing as well. Like it was confusing because I was looking at the test. I'm like, this looks right. What's wrong with this? Like unexpected end of outputs. Like there's nothing. I was like looking at other tests. I'm like, like but it's the same. For some reason, I need to learn how to run each test individually because that's totally not running the test individually. And this I can get rid of. Okay, so that's built, and I will pop over here to localhost 4200. 4200. And so if this works, this link to no, so it didn't work, you know. That's the thing, as I don't know. We tried to actually implement with this link to before. Oh, you know why? It's because of this. Oh no, wait. This is the index.hbs. That's not where I want to be. I want to
Sure.
be here. So, oh, okay. So I do need the each to though. Oh, or do I? Because yeah, it's confusing because here, here. This is iterating like this is being called. This FA question 8.hbas is being called from. There's it's iterating through like and passing in this block every time it iterates through.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure. Do I need to just do because the issue that I'm facing with doing it like this is that because this already has the double curly braces, I can't do another double curly braces here.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
And
So like the way they do it here is they concat it. So maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not sure. Or maybe I just need to do dot key here. No, that didn't work. So do I need to concat it like this? Like do something like concat and then cut this and do like FAQ and do key here. Like that. But the thing is like, yes, I mean, I'm doing that here, you know? So this is, yes, no, I don't think so. Doesn't make sense, huh? No.
it's auto loading. It's reloading. Like
Yeah, it already
okay.
reloaded.
Okay.
It does the live reloading. So this is concatenated here because it's taking this first part here and it's adding this dot to it. I mean, I could do like that, but this is not. It's not the same because this is the route that we're going to. So maybe we should visit. Yeah, here. So here's the routes here, and you have like a photos dot edit.
Okay.
So like if you have here this in your routes, you have the photos route, and then nested inside the photos route, you have an edit route, and then that has a path to the slug. So let's have a look at our routes. I'm getting a little sidetracked though. So we want to route these people to the FAQ.show. Okay, good. Yeah.
So if I could show.
FAQ.show. And
Yeah.
then here, photo. Okay, so that's what maybe I'm doing that. Is what I'm doing wrong. Come here. So we need FAQ.show. And I'll get rid of this. Don't need that. And then key.
But I saw that they were looping through. And
Yeah.
go back to
So
the
that's what I was trying to explain before is that I guess I can get rid of this for now as well. Is that where this is being called from? This is like basically like a partial that's in Rails. So where this is being called from, which I don't remember exactly, but where this is being called from, it's actually iterating through. That's why like you have this the way it was, just had one link, and then it has the key. So then the first time through, it'll say FAQ in the first key, and then it'll iterate through again and say FAQ in the second key, and then it'll iterate again. And so the iteration is happening. It's just not happening in this file.
So it's the iteration of keys.
Yeah, it's iterating through. It's iterating through the title.
So it means instead of writing key, you should be writing title after FAQ.show. based on the tutorial I've just seen.
Well, the title is here, you know. This is what's actually written in the button. So the button will have this. That's why this has the translation, and it's going to go to the English.yaml file, and it's going to look for the index, and then it's going to look for the FAQ that's nested inside of the index. Then it's going to look for the questions, which is inside. Like, so if I come here, and I look for index, and we have index. So this you can see starts on line 1, and then and then it'll look for FAQ, which will start on line 3, or not line 3, but position 3. So see, this is nested inside. So then it'll find FAQ, then it'll come in here to questions, and it'll find questions, and then it'll come to the key, right? So the key is going to change for all of them. That's why we need to concat it. So the key is going to be in the first case is going to be survey. And then it's going to find survey, and it's going to put the title, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going to be inside of the link. It's going to be written survey. No, it's going to be written, sorry, whatever this here. Is this a representative survey? And then if the person clicks to translate the page, then this is going to change to the corresponding German, which is going to be index, FAQ, question, survey, title. And then then it's going to come down here, and it's going to do the same thing, but instead of putting the title, it's going to put the content.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's going to have this content when the person opens the accordion, and then it'll iterate through a second time. And the second time it's going to go here, and it's going to find the key, the second key, which is quality, and then it's going to print the title. How can we prevent people from voting nonsense? And then it's going to drop down and print the content, and so on. It'll go through for as many FAQ questions, as many keys as there are. But this one here, this link to, so you're not going to link to the title, you're going to link to the key, right? This is going to be the path that it goes to.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that, okay, so that worked.
Click on it.
So now it goes to survey.
And then back.
And then if I, oh yeah, I should have done back. Then it goes to consumption, and I go back, and I go back. Oh, did you like
yeah,
this?
I loved it.
You liked?
Yeah, I loved it.
Cool. Yeah. I need to put I didn't put the other options. I can show you the other options, but
click on it and click on something else again from here.
And I found a hard time to
click
to have like space. Like I like the space that this has better than the space that this has. But I had trouble adding some padding to this, so maybe we can have a look at that together. But yeah, okay, so that's working now.
Yeah.
So that's good, because that's something Robert asked us to do. The other thing is that I want to check with, I guess maybe we can ask Robert, but I think that there's no purpose of having the answer here as well.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it's better to remove this part here.
Comment it out.
Yeah, okay.
Take it. Just remove it. Imagine so I use command, is it / or / to comment stuff out, but it's not working in some of my HTML or this type of handlebars type of file. I don't know why. How are you?
Yeah, if you do it twice, then it works.
Oh, okay.
Like I think it depends on, like, I think on Rails, like there's some stuff that's like ERB that doesn't get ignored when you just the control / but yeah, so I guess this here we would want to get rid of as well.
To see what's that, the drop down. Oh, that's yeah.
We just we don't want the person to think they can click on it and it will open. We want them to just click on it and it will go to here. You know? Although that's not very cool that it maybe we need to add that scroll to the top of page, because when they click on it, then they come here and they're like, oh, there's nothing here, and they need to scroll. So, or I don't know, like I'm not sure if he even wants
is that
to
a
keep.
way you can, like when you click on something, you can yeah, of course, I think there's a way you can dictate what part of the page it should link to.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where we got stuck last time. Like in theory, there is, and the way you do that is like what you were looking at yesterday with the markdown, where you anchor it, and that will work. Like if I, for example, if I remove this key and I put like if I put for an ID that's on this page, for example, there's an ID here, somewhere here. There's an ID that we tried this out together, and it will actually work. It will scroll directly to that. But the thing that we were finding is that when it goes to another page, there's some weird behavior that was not allowing it to scroll direct here approval. So if I put like I don't know if this will work. If I comment this out, can try. If we put here instead, we put here like approval. Then we grab this here and we cut that and put that here.
Probably should have copied.
So then if I come down here, okay, so now like if you look at this, if you inspect this, like all of these are going to point to the same place. So you wouldn't want to do that, but you could do like a pound and then put the key, for example, in curly braces, which is what we did. And if I do that, like you can see, like it automatically scrolls to the exact place, and then that becomes part of the URL. So if you look back at the commit history for this, you will see that we did have that. Like that's where we started from. So it wasn't on the first day, but maybe the second or third day second or third commit we added that functionality. Rephrase step definitions. Here. So this is how we had it here. FAQ with the pound and the key. And that was actually passing the test that we were checking for. But when we actually went to the browser and tried it, like then it wasn't actually working. And it was just scrolling to the top of the page. And then that's when we got in this whole conversation about and that's when Robert jumped in and started changing, like, oh, forget about it. Yeah, like, let's stop trying to figure out why it's not working and just do it a different way. There's this package here, Ember Scroll to, that actually we probably need to remove because we're not actually using it. But if you come here, there's documentation on Ember Scroll 2. And this was updated last push to a year ago, it looks like. No, 6 months ago. Add method to get scrollable top of the scrollable container, blah, 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 and that's okay. So then you can say like scroll to and then pass in an href. Okay. And we tried this as well and it still wasn't working. I mean, I suppose we could try again, but the point is that now we've changed things completely. So yeah, it's not even worth trying because now, so instead of having a we had it like where it was like this, you know, FAQ and then who are you? So, and then in theory, that should take you to the FAQ page and should take you directly to the element that has the ID of who are you. But it doesn't work because we think because, I mean, there's some stuff going on with like scroll. Let's see. Have yeah, there's this scroll position mix-in. So this is something that is being as a mix-in that's being imported, and you can find this in the front end mix-ins reset scroll position. Front end mix-in reset scroll position. So this is something that Robert did that you can add it to whatever page you want for it to scroll to the top. So I guess like maybe one thing we could do is actually try to see if importing this would get past that. If I copy this and paste it into here. That's weird. Why can't I? Oh, because this is the it's a JavaScript file that I need to put it in. So, where would I put it in the JavaScript? Find broadcast.javascript.
Maybe where we've said
routes.
Okay.
It's in the front-end app routes. Front-end app routes. And then FAQ and show.js. So then if I put that here, then also I'll go back and change. I'll go back and change this here because this was just to show you what we were doing there. So grab that, and I'll put that. I'll uncomment this, and then I'll put this. I guess that in Ember, these you're not supposed to have any indentation in between these. Do you know?
I don't know.
So that should yeah, so that definitely links back to here, but it doesn't scroll to the top of the page, which is interesting because I added it here. Reset scroll position mix-in.
Maybe you should add. I thought I saw direct, like you add an ID of what's at the top. When you went to
it just scrolls to the top, you know.
Oh, okay.
To the top of the page, and then if I come here to the, okay, I can close that. Hi Matt, sorry, I took my little sister to the hospital. Oh shit, that sucks. So where was that other example? Find broadcast, no? Find broadcast. So we have this here. Not sure what happens if I refresh the page. Nothing. If I come here, that's okay. I mean, I'm not sure, like, I guess he still wants these here. But like that's shit, you know. If they click on it, then they just think they're on an empty page.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Like, I didn't know.
Mic is active, but I feel like we should probably keep doing this for at least a little bit. I guess the other thing so because we're getting a little sidetracked, or I'm getting a little sidetracked, maybe is a better way to put it. So the tests were failing because.
So add first, you could commit that this change.
Well, I've made other changes as well. So, yeah, I've made other changes.
So that we have a different commit for fixing the test. If you
Well, I
want
can
to
commit.
fix
I
it.
can do separate commits. But I already had made changes before even today. So like if I look at, because then the big thing that I noticed is that the tests are failing when you push there, and it's failing the build. So if I increase this and I say GST, so you can see that I deleted this. There's a test, unit test, which was a controller test for single test.js. And now we don't have anything. We don't have this single anymore. You probably weren't here when Robert was doing this, but this was what he was doing to add like an index page with a modal, and then the modal so this is obsolete. So I deleted it. So because we don't need to be testing for something that's obsolete. And then I guess these two ones here are one changes that we made right now. But if I look at the difference between the tests, although I don't know if it's passing. So, and when I'm trying to run the when I tried to run the test by itself, it didn't run by itself. It ran everything again. Like I think I told you already, but like when I do Ember, is it like this? Maybe I had it wrong. I had I think I was using -s. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be using a hyphen. But I'd like it to is defined but never used. Yeah, whatever. No, it's just running the thing again. So it is -s, I think. And then that opens up a browser.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's working on yours. If it's working on yours, maybe I can push the changes you can pull down, and it'd be good that we do that anyways, because I don't want to be just driving the whole time. Okay, so we can ignore that for right now. So okay, so that gives us a little bit. So it's defined but never used. So that means we need to use it somehow on the page. So look, all this looks fine, but then when it gets to about to like test 100 and something, then everything goes black, and then like that, and now I can't actually interact with anything. And also like I'm getting 23 failures locally. That if I look here at the reason for the failures, it has stuff to do with like demography and stuff like this that I don't really understand why I'm getting failures. Demography exists. Like I probably don't have the latest right now because there's probably been some changes, but I have the latest code from master, and yet I'm still getting failures to do with like some ticket that I shouldn't be. So let me see if I pull.
What does Ember T do?
Yeah, so it's up to date. Ember T is for Ember test.
Oh.
And so I've been having a hard time like actually running tests individually because of this behavior. Like, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do about that because I can't.
If I want to see it on Chrome, I have to run what command?
It's Ember T -s, or you can say Ember test minus server or something like that.
Because you say when you run Ember T -s, that's when you get a black screen.
Yeah, like I get I'm doing with the shortcuts. I could try it without the shortcut, but I don't see how that would have any difference because it's just an alias. Yeah, like I get this, where I get a black screen and it doesn't let me scroll up or down, I'm not sure really what's going on.
So you get that in test like number 100.
Yeah, it's like 100 and something that it starts happening.
Yeah, so I get the same thing.
Oh, do you?
But so that's at the end of a test.
Because like it used to be where when I started working on this that I could interact and I could like go through and pick a certain task to just rerun that test. So then it made it much faster when you're trying to debug things. Um, so reset, reset, scroll. Yeah, see there, right at like about 150, you know, and
Yeah,
then I can't interact with any of the I can't interact with any of the. I mean, maybe it's a matter of updating the testing. I'm not sure. And I keep getting like I have all these errors, 24 errors that are to do with this dot subject is not a function. This dot subject is not a function. Um, so I'm not sure. Like I'm up to date with the master. I guess that's something I need to bring up to Robert and see if he has an idea why. Um, but I guess I'm tempted to. Well, I mean, maybe I can. So what I've been doing because I want to push this up, but then I don't want to push it up if it's still failing. So what I've been doing is just running the test without the server. But then I let me see if I can figure out how to run an individual test. Ember test specific test. Running a single test. Module, whatever module name. Okay. Module name. Okay, so Ember test module equals, and then module name. Where's the module name? In this here? What do they mean module name? Ember test minus F. Oh, okay. Ember test minus F unit route application. Okay. Ember test minus F, and then this here, and see if this is passing now. And then if this is passing, I can push up. Does that work?
yeah, looks like it worked.
Yeah, it built at least, huh? Or no, it hasn't built yet. So then keep getting that error about. So where's this? Oh, website one doesn't have any reset scroll. I need to close that. So how do I call this reset scroll? Is it saying it's being defined but never used? Okay, here.
Quite a number of places.
Export, import, export. I need to import, export on all of them. Import, export, import, export, import, export. Not sure. Oh, here. Route.extend this. So copy this and put that into where? Into where? Into where? Here? This is on the JS. Yeah. Where's the find broadcast as well? Extend route mixin. No, I don't want to extend route mixin. Okay, so I need to do it here. Like that? Something like that? Maybe? 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 Still there! Okay, so I'm missing something. Maybe that. Where's the find broadcast? Oh, I need to open here. Comment open. Really? Do I really need to do that? here, comma and open. Yeah, okay. So I need to have a comma here, and then I need to open that. And then what do I do with this thing here? You put this here somewhere? Oh no, because this is, I've already closed this. I've already closed this here. Oh, and save that. Huh. And then it's rerunning the test.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it does that. Every time you save it, reruns the test.
And you see it's at 200. Oh.
Yeah, I was at 150 something. One failure. So there is one failure that's happening. I'm not sure exactly where, but let's see if that.
You could check it on your CLI.
Oh, look at that! That worked. Woohoo!
What's up?
The the you see how it's scrolling to the top now?
What did you do different?
What we needed to do was to add this reset scroll position mixin,
But you
which
said
means it scrolls to the top. And then that wasn't working because you actually need to add it here to the route.extend.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like this, So I just followed this. I imported it, but then I hadn't extended it yet.
Yep.
So that's why it wasn't working before. So did that run just the one test? It did. Nice. So one test, one pass, one fail. What? What if I try running that again now that I don't have this problem here?
So you're getting, yeah, this is the same
one test,
error.
one fail. Oh, sorry.
And the fail
What?
is the session failed, attempting to inject an unknown injection service matrix.
Where are you reading that?
From the terminal.
This here?
No. What? It was from my terminal. Where is the terminal? The one that's giving us the black screen.
Oh, that one, I don't know what to do with that one.
No, I'm saying, but you could just, okay. I'm saying that's where I read the error.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where that, you can go back to that. But, so this is the log summary. So why is it failing? It's really annoying though. I mean, I don't know.
The check. What are you checking?
I was just trying to check to see why it failed, because this here is not giving me any. It's saying listen EAD DR in use.
Okay.
Ah,
Wait a
minute.
Can you read the command that gives you stuff in the browser?
Yes, again.
We go back to the terminal.
So here.
Yes. So you see type. No, you're getting a type error.
So let me run again, because.
Looking good.
Yeah, but this shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Who is financing this? Assertion expected. Who is financing this to match? I don't know.
We're getting different errors.
What is going on with this? Unexpected token, expected comma, on line 5 of the show.js.
That's very well.
Show.js. Line 5, expecting a comma. I think they're talking about here, but that's from. I'm going to quit this, and then I'm going to run this again.
Why are you quitting?
Ah, so annoying.
Never ever quit.
Didn't even really. We wrote cucumber tests for this, but didn't even really write tests for this. I'm going to respond to Mike as well. Faith sent me a message. Faith, yeah.
Did I send it? No, I didn't.
You sent me a link. Yeah, it's right around test 150. It starts doing that. It's right around the time that it failed for the first time. So
So you show the file. Type error. This the subject is not a function.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about that. But the thing is
I'm
if you look
getting
at the build, if you look at the build, um,
I'm getting the same error as the build.
yeah, you're only getting the one error, right?
Yeah, is it the one error?
Or is it, I think it
Yeah,
might be two.
the injection. The injection error.
So if I come here, the first time you see red on this is where is it? 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 Come on. Ah, okay, here. This gives us information. Nice.
Yeah.
FAQ show exists, right? So this says that we need the injection service metrics. Okay, that's easy
So
to
that's the
fix.
error I'm getting.
Okay, cool. So if I come here, you can see here that it says specify the other units that are required for this test, and then it says needs controller foo. So if I look here for metrics, what is it? Metrics, service metrics, service metrics. And search the project for that. And you can see here, I have what I need here. So
Uh-huh.
copy that and I can come here and I can uncomment this out and I can replace this here with this.
What's
And then I
that?
can say, what is the service metrics? I don't know, to be honest. It's something that you need for some, I don't know, no idea really, to be honest.
Is it?
So I wonder, is
My
that,
guess was it had something to do with security.
yeah,
Because of the injection. Could you push the changes to pull and get the same error as you?
yes.
And to show
I was just looking because you should have been getting more than one error because there was a test there that didn't that was testing for something that doesn't exist anymore. So you should have gotten an error for that.
it's
And
because I am
trying
too.
I'm trying to see if I can find that real quick. And yeah, I need to push my changes. I need to go there and commit a couple times. Yeah, right. So not okay here. I took care of that. Yeah, you have two failures. So I didn't find the other one, but I found it the other day. So I'll just put stuff. Um, and now we're down to 22 failures. Not sure. I mean, again, I don't know why it's failing on my machine and not on the build or on yours. Is it? No, I don't know. No faith. I don't know. Did you wanna? I don't know. I can do it if you want, but I was thinking of telling Mike if he wants to join us here. Oh, so it is failing at that 150 still.
Failing or turning.
Let me.
Let me tell him.
Yeah, and I'll push my stuff because then at least, unfortunately, on the build, I can see better what's happening than here. Hmm.
Full name must be a proper full name.
Yeah.
Assertion failed.
So I can show you what I don't know if I should even be testing for this, maybe. Like this is what it did, this is what it looked like before. Get diff test show. It looked like this before. So maybe I didn't need to change it. Maybe it was failing. Let me just try deleting this and seeing. Although, yeah, so maybe I don't need to have that. Let me delete this. And I think maybe it was failing because just of that service metrics, and I changed it and I didn't need to. So hopefully that'll just pass. Just T. If not, then you can have a go at debugging it. Yeah, like here's the well, I can show you on yours. So I want to add the
Hi, Mike.
Hey guys.
how's it going?
Hey mate. Good.
Have you just said might?
You might.
Yeah, probably. I just did.
Might you show me something?
Yeah.
Did I change something in the show.js? Oh yeah, I added the. All right, so I want to git add the tests unit / control, just the unit test, and then not matching files. Oh yeah, because tests.
This is FRM, right?
Yeah. So then I'm gonna git commit.
But we're almost starting the med class.
Used outdated test. Oh. What did I even modify on the FAQ show test then?
Go check.
Gotcha. Oh yeah.
Sasa.
Get Sasa. Get commit. Remove outdated test. Add. Add inject to service matrix or add.
Yeah, I was just thinking you should maybe put them in point form.
Yeah.
How about you?
But the thing is that it's nice to be able to, like, the point, like, it's nice to be able to explain why you did it. But then the commit message is nice to be able to have everything you did. But yeah, I don't know if I can, because I don't even really know what this service metrics is, you know. It's like
Go Google.
Yeah, it's probably better anyway.
I like that. What is service metrics?
Ember metrics. So add metrics maybe. Service metrics, yeah. For unit tests, you need to specify the adapters in use under needs. Okay, so adapter. Oh no, these are the adapters. The other thing is we probably need to get rid of the others. There's another single.js that is a controller that doesn't do anything, but I can that no longer using single.
Is it making our test fail?
What?
This
the controller thing? No, it shouldn't be.
Then why are we doing it in this commit? In this
what?
year?
Oh, because it's part of it. It was added as part of this PR.
Oh.
So we're removing it.
Oh.
So
okay.
it was what I was talking about. Like, so Robert, after he decided that the scroll to to directly link to anchor to a ID on the page wasn't working, he decided to do things in a different way that we could deep link to. And one of those ways was he added this thing called single, which was like when you click on it, it goes directly to an open modal. And then that was, so he added that as part of this. And then now, so yeah, this was making our test fail because this implementation doesn't exist anymore, and it just hasn't been deleted. So I deleted it, and then yeah, modified this. So
okay.
And fix failing tests. Well, I don't know if it fixes the test. So that's committed that. And then this, I don't know, should these be two separate commits? Because one is the code review. They can be part of the same. Because one of them, so then we say add. What did Robert say to add? Add add what? Use Ember link to helper. Okay, so use Ember link to helper and add reset scroll position. So when clicking through it's not very good, but I'm not trying to win any awards for best commit messages. Or just 336. Go. Yay, it's there. Woohoo. Now we can switch drivers. Faith, you're up. And also, I guess maybe should we do like 20 minutes or 30 minutes and then switch to Met plus Dockerization?
Yep.
Something like that.
Create an event.
On your face so everyone can see what you're sharing.
Who is financing this?
A good question.
Assertion error expected. Who is financing this to match we ourselves?
That's strange. That's the only error you're getting? But is that with the new stuff or no?
It's the new.
You just pulled down already?
Yeah.
How did you pull down and run all the tests in that short amount of time? Wait, tell me that. The build is still going.
It's the effects of being cool.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You can see my screen.
No, I don't want to see our screen. Just kidding.
No.
No, yeah, I mean it's still
It's still
yeah, that's weird.
I don't want to see
So
the
can you search where it says we ourselves?
Yeah, I've just done that, and I need to go to title, finances.title.
We ourselves?
Oh, yeah, ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, who is financing this? We know is there, but why is the test looking for we ourselves? It's looking for we ourselves because of the content. You know why? I think there's probably a test that looks for the probably a test that looks for the ability to open up the that accordion on the no, it would be you need to go back and look at which test is failing because that's what you need to look at.
So context.
It's in the integration component FAQ, FA question.
Where are you seeing that?
At the top, integration. So it's an integration test, and it's a component test.
Integration.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going?
Were you able to see it? Because I can't see it.
I think maybe I just have better eyesight than you.
Yeah.
Can you go back down to the bottom? There you go. So at the very top of the results where it says integration, and then it has a pipe, and then it says component, and then it has another pipe, and then it says FA question. So if you copy the from integration to the end of question, and then search for that, you should be able to find it, hopefully.
Is that a file?
It's a test. It'll be a type of test, and it'll be in quotation marks. There you go. So that's the test that's failing.
True.
And then maybe somewhere on that page you'll find we ourselves. Yeah, so you have that we ourselves on line 25. So that's failing. Does it make sense to you why it's failing?
Is financing not expect too much we ourselves? No. Does it? No.
So can you go to, you said you pulled down the latest changes, right?
Yeah.
Can you go back to, can you go to the FA question.hbs? I knew it. Oh, okay.
No, you didn't.
I knew it.
FAQ?
You are lying to me. No, just kidding. So FA-question.hbs. No, you had it there. FA-question.hbs, the first one at the very top. There you go. So now uncomment out the line 8 to line 12.
What's the .hbs file?
Handlebars.
Yeah.
Handle?
No. So from line 8 to line 12.
Told you. Oh, you told me to do it twice.
Yeah, it's not working for you for some reason. I think it's different in help me out, VS Code. So now when you save that, it should run the tests again, and that specific test will pass.
Because
Do you understand?
FAQ, the content was not being displayed, and it was expecting it to be displayed.
Exactly.
And
yeah, nice. So the thing is that we don't want that text to be displayed though, because that's. I mean, I'm assuming Robert can tell me I'm completely wrong. That's why we commented it out instead of deleting it. But I think that there's not really any purpose of having like, well, maybe not. I don't know. I guess that's something we need to ask Robert. But my guess is that we are replacing that text on the
your guess is that?
My guess is that we're replacing that content on the homepage with the deep links to a prettier version of the same content. So
Yeah.
I think that you should probably change the test instead of uncommenting out.
Okay.
So instead of telling the test to look for that that content, just I don't know, maybe.
We just want it to match that.
Yeah, we just care that it has the question now. We don't care if it has the.
Let me try what you told me to do twice.
No, it doesn't work, huh?
Why?
I think it's because you're on VS Code. Think you're all cool because you have VS Code.
It's not working for everything. So
I mean, maybe just delete it, like, because we have version control of it. So if we need to, there's not, and I don't see any benefit of like, and you can delete the other comment as well, the drop down icon.
And this approval.
Yeah, that one as well. You can delete that one. You can delete.
Does it? We should probably add something. It looks.
I mean, yeah, I think it would be better than just links as well. But yeah, I don't know.
npm install.
npm install. Why?
Why?
Why? Because you're not in the front end.
Ha 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 ha. And I've just done that, but no such file. Nice.
Yeah.
You've infected me with your issue.
Yeah, I know, right? My forgetfulness. So on the build as well, that there's only one failing test, which I can only imagine is the same. Is that failing?
This expecting who is financing this?
Template block text. What? Template block text. What? Oh, where's the? Do you see the? Do you see on the actual test? If you go back to the page, you see where it says template block usage.
Yep.
So it's not matching that template block usage.
Because we have keys. We only wanted to have questions. The template block text is something we have removed, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know exactly what template block.
And why does it look like it has been commented out?
I think that it was just a comment, but.
So comment. Oh, I see this. Maybe that's how. Oh yeah, no, I don't think so.
Is it saying the same thing?
Yeah,
It's running again. I need to go grab a coffee.
not eat today. You ate early.
Yeah, I ate. Hey, all the tests are passing.
Oh,
So I'm not sure if that's the right way to do it. Like this dot render. Do we need that this dot render? I guess so. Yeah, because
because we need the title.
the test is checking that it renders, right?
But we are looking for, and this line 33. We expect this to be there.
Yeah, I think that although I think that if you look at line 20, we're already rendering the frequently asked question with the key finances, and we expect to have length of 1, and then we expect it to have the text who is financing this. So I think from line 25 to line 34, we can get rid of, because what is line 28 and 29 and 30 doing? Like it was there because it was adding the it was checking that it rendered with the content, but now we're not checking that it renders with the content. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing a little bit, but we'd have to ask Robert, I guess. But I don't think we're using that anymore. You know. I mean, either way, we can put it back if we need to because we have version control.
Yep.
So,
Matt,
yes, Mike.
which task was this?
This is the 336 frequently asked questions.
330?
336.
Okay. Maybe I read, then I get the context.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to finish this up. To be honest, like we're getting close. I feel like.
So I should push.
Yeah, I guess it would be good to push and see if it passes. It's not passing for me locally, but that's because I have other issues, I guess. I'm not sure why. I need to talk to Robert about that on Wednesday. And yeah, that's passing. That's okay. And yeah, I guess we're getting to the place where maybe we can ask for a PR review. Although he already did give us some idea. Oh, Faith, did you already push?
No.
I think before you push, I think it's better to remove that unused single.js or rename it if we are using it for some reason. Like maybe rename to show. It's if you just search, yeah, there. I think that's it, right?
So
can't see it.
We remove this.
I'm not sure if we should remove it or rename it to show because I don't see if it doesn't seem like it's doing anything to me, but I'm not sure if it's just auto generated when you do an Ember generate. But now we're not using the single anymore. We're using show. So like to keep it consistent, I guess. If you have a look there at the routes, you can see. It'd be router actually, router, front end router. Yeah, so if you go down on that page, you have FAQ and then a little bit higher. Yeah, you don't have single, you have show. Or if you look for, there it is, there, FAQ, and then in that you have show, and then that has a path. Okay. So I don't know if I can show you what it looked like before as well. Where is Sunfunk mit Beshmen? Why am I always? Now I understand. I'll just put the screen on mine so I can show you before what it looked like. So, yeah, when Robert put this quick and dirty nested route and components for FAQs, he added this this modal, and then he had this here, like this dot route FAQ, and inside of that had single, and inside the single had the nested route. And then that's what added this FAQ.js, which we still have. This has all of our slugs inside. And then we have this single.js, which is the one we just renamed, maybe? No, that's the routes. So I think if you search for that in the project, I think that's been renamed to FAQ/show.js. And then this FAQ modal, do we still have that? Because if we do, we should delete it. We're not using modals anymore. FAQ modal. Yeah, like FAQ. So we should clean this up. We have, so in the components, we have a FAQ modal.js that we don't use anymore. That needs to be deleted. And we have, all that stuff to do with the modals is no longer relevant to the ticket. So FAQ modal test, FAQ modal.hbs, and FAQ modal.js need to be deleted.
Okay. I'm focusing now on my screen, and I will share.
Oh yeah, you're the one that's doing the focusing.
Yeah. You thought you're the one who was doing it, right?
Yeah.
I heard you say it.
And she has this problem of keeping quiet when she has things.
And then in my head, I've been telling myself, oh, I'm already on top of that. So, yeah. Okay. So.
What's interesting is that that test still passes for the FAQ modal.
Because it makes sense if you tested for a model and it has everything you wanted it to have.
Yeah. Oh, so the FAQ modal actually renders directly to the slug that we've done. It just has a missing translation. So it makes sense that it would pass. Yeah, it would pass the test, but we aren't using modals anymore, so we need to delete that.
I delete. You can see my screen.
Yes. Yes, that deletes, move to trash, and then FAQ modal HBS. And then FAQ middle test, yeah. That test.js delete as well. Move to trash.
So I should delete this folder.
Yeah, there's no FAQ components anymore. Cool. And the tests are still passing?
File deleted.
And the single.hbs is deleted as well?
I don't think so.
Single.hbs. Yeah, I think that is deleted. The only reference to single in the tree is that single.js on the controller, but you just renamed that to show. So that's why I don't have the changes here. Single test is gone as well. I think I deleted that. Single tests. Yeah, I think I already deleted that. Yeah, that's what I renamed that to show test. Yeah, so I think that's maybe it. Yeah, right. So I guess 5 hours ago, Robert asked for us to do that stuff. Said some of the front end tests are failing on the build server. Could you add the required injection to the test? So we did that. And then he said also, if we don't need the component FAQ modal, could you do an Ember destroy component FAQ modal? So we did that.
We haven't.
Well, we did the same thing as the Ember destroy component would do.
So, is there anything else we've left out by doing it manually?
Yeah.
What is that?
So like if you say so Ember destroy is like basically the opposite of what Ember generate will do. So I guess it probably is a good habit to do that, because that will destroy like the test and the component and the all that kind of stuff that maybe you could forget, but I don't think we forgot anything. So I think we're okay. And yeah. So yeah, I think we should be okay. It's funny because it makes it look like we did all that stuff because of his review, and it actually didn't have anything to do with his review. I mean, we might have been able to save ourselves time if we would have noticed that he made a review, but we weren't asking for a review in the first place, so I don't know.
I think if you've raised up PR, then
Raised up what?
if you've raised a PR, by default you're asking for review.
Well, not if you put work in progress.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of putting work in progress. Like that's why
why would you raise a PR if you want to, like, why not just commit your changes and raise a PR way later? What's the reason of raising
I mean it varies from project owner to project owner, but the idea, like for example, Sam, he likes it when you put in a PR right away because, and I guess like, yeah, I mean, sorry, maybe I'm getting confused myself. So I guess like Sam likes it so that he knows that you're working on a particular issue, and then also like people can go there and have a look at the tactic you're using to, so you can potentially save time if someone goes there and says, hey, like there's a much easier way to do this. So I guess like you're correct in the sense that you kind of are inviting a review, but like the stuff that, for example, that he said about like destroying the modal, like that, we weren't in any way trying to say that our, like, by the fact that we hadn't removed the work in progress, we were indicating that we weren't done, that we suggesting that we were done working on the ticket, or that that we need like a review on it,
Mm-hmm.
So and in fact, we're not the ones that even added the modal. He's the one that added it. So yeah, like, anyways, I guess like for like the way Sam does things, for example, is he says that when you're ready for an actual review, like remove the work in progress tag, and then that means that you're ready for a review.
Okay.
But if you haven't removed the work in progress tag, then that means that you're still working on it, and you can specifically ask for a review if you want some feedback. But
should I, what's the other thing? Should I remove the tag?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, is there anything else that you think that we need to work on?
Yep.
I mean, I guess I want to put there some pictures. I can show you if you
do you have
yeah, so if you want to focus on my screen.
So let me add the template.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just to Rose real quick.
Oh, Rose is back.
Yeah, she's back.
Nice. We have been waiting for you.
Yeah, she just got her computer.
Oh yeah, because now that was the last time we ever.
I didn't think it would take so long, but apparently it did.
You guys have already created an event?
No.
Or no,
You-
if you want to do that.
Okay, so I can do it 1:30.
Yeah, that sounds good.
1:15. Half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, I mean, I'm ready now. I'm gonna go grab a coffee, but we can get started before then.
Okay. Let me do 20 minutes.
I think we're pretty much done with this. Like 7 minutes will be plenty of time for us to talk about this and for me to grab a coffee. And I don't think I'm gonna start driving on this anyways. Like I think maybe it's Mike. Mike, maybe we should leave Mike to do some driving to start off with at least.
Yep.
And I think Faith, like you mentioned yesterday, about committing more often. So we could try to use the committing more often with the like switching drivers.
Yep.
So can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Oh.
I mean it.
Faith, how long does it take to move a WIP tag? Would you like me to do it for you?
No.
Okay, just kidding.
I know.
Should I go grab my coffee now?
Yeah.
Or okay.
No,
Cool.
but I thought you were to grab your coffee after. I wanted to add my favorite instruction.
And there is background context if you wanted to put the user story there. That's quick and simple, I think.
Where's
Do you have that?
How do I?
It's in the well, it would be the user story. I guess we should probably check that as well before we
It's in the story.
It's in the features. Feature you helped write it, remember? Actually, I think you are the one that wrote it.
Oh, the issue.
Well, actually, I mean, when I say you wrote it, I mean Robert wrote it and we copied it. But I have it here if you want me to copy it for you somewhere.
No, it's fine. You are to add some screenshots, so you probably should do that.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Yeah, I guess so, because that way Robert can see as well.
Yeah.
There's just quite a lot of them.
But I can see your screenshots are black in color, and you're seeing it's black. Your broadcasting is black.
Do you want me to show you because this is just one of them?
Okay. Yeah. Are we going to add this on the pivotals? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that way Robert can see and give an opinion. Although I don't know. I mean, I like the one I put there, but like, so you have this one, this black one, which I thought was too much black. Then you have this one is the one I chose, which when you hover over it, it turns gray. So I think that gray goes with black. I'm not sure. Then this is the same one. And there's this one with just regular links, which
I think I like the previous one.
Yeah, that's the one that we have. Then there's this one which I like as well, but it doesn't have any hover effect.
Okay.
It's really similar to the one that I chose, which is this one here.
And
there's this one here that's red.
Nope.
There's this one here that's blue.
Okay.
There's this one here that's green.
You should.
There's this one here.
You should only add what currently exists in the PR, the color that exists currently.
Well, the thing is about the whole idea of adding like different colors is for when it's designed, like you don't want to make a PR, you don't want to make different branches for just for the changing of the color. So what you do is you add like the screenshots of it to the PR, and then you ask the person who's making the decision what they think. And then if the person says, I really love the red one, then all you have to do is go in and change one word on the PR and commit it, and then
the
and then
screenshot, because
be
now
the
the
red one.
screenshot, the description of the screenshot should reflect what you have in the code. So that's my argument. You should probably
Well,
paste
then, so your suggestion then is to put in
post
a different PR for every
no
different color.
no post the different designs in the channel, and then
Yeah, that's
then add only the screenshot that's reflecting what's in the code. The one type
so.
of
I guess we had this conversation, and you probably weren't. I don't think you were actually there. It was with Tanita and Mike, and that's what I said, and that's what I've been doing is adding it to the Slack channel, and then like Raul made the, and I think I don't remember who else made the counter argument that you're first of all you're like potentially spamming people that don't care about that,
true.
which I don't have a problem with personally. But then also, like I think what Mike brought up is that if you do that on the Slack channel, then once that's lost forever after it's done. Whereas if you do it in the PR, like it has the benefit of actually living on for anyone who wants to go back and look at what happened on that PR. So I guess, and I guess the whole idea of like doing a screenshot, like adding a screenshot to the PR with what exists in the code base is like I think a little bit maybe is not as necessary, because the person, if they want to look at everything, they can pull down the changes and they can go actually, otherwise we need to add a screenshot of everything we've done. We need to add a screenshot of the homepage to show that we've removed the accordions. We need to add a screenshot of the back buttons and so I don't think that serves as much of a purpose. Like, but also as well, like I don't really care about adding screenshots at all. Like if he doesn't like it, then he can say I don't like it, and I can say, okay, well, I have other designs if you would like to look at them.
So what you're saying makes sense, and I totally agree. So speaking from the context of the the description I've added.
Yeah.
You want to, like, for your case, you have failing tests that I do not have. So you want to look at whoever worked on this task expects you to have this final result. So like that's the benefit of adding the final results of what exactly is in the PR.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
It's fine.
I think the failing tests that I have don't have anything to do with, like, it's passing the build and it's passing on yours. So what I was suggesting is that that I talk to Robert and see if he has any idea why I'm getting failing tests locally when I have the latest from the master branch. Like I'm up to date with the master branch, and yeah, like I think that has nothing to do with what's happening here. But
yeah, so that's the benefit of, like, that was my point. That's the benefit of whoever did something. If you like give a description of what you expect anyone testing your thing, then you get to see that, oh, whoever worked on this expect this kind of results, and if I don't have what this person is expecting, then the problem is not on the task, the problem is on my side. So
yeah,
I was just driving at the point of your description help guides other team members in the case that people have different issues, yet they think it's your code, yet it's on their side.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think since what we expect is what you're getting and what's happening in the build, and I think we've identified that I have an outlier somewhere. So I guess I'm can stash these, I guess, because I just made changes. If I go to the master branch, for example, and run the tests, I wonder if I am getting I'm getting failing tests as well. Yarn to install missing dependencies. That's interesting. Oh, maybe it's because of that. Maybe I'm missing dependencies. You still there, Faith?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I can't see your screen. I don't know.
It's a black screen.
Yeah. Actually, I can see a black screen. So did you put that in then, or
Yeah.
and we're gonna go to Mike's event?
Yeah, could do that.
Are you still finishing the description? Or?
So you might probably need to change some of the titles of the things I've added there.
I don't think so. I mean, I think you're being more thorough than I normally am, which is a reason to it's something that I could probably learn from you for sure. Your branch is up to date, so do I need to run yarn here as well? Like if I ran yarn already on develop, I wouldn't need to run here as well, would I? Yeah, like I think that you're probably being more thorough than I am. So I can have a look if you want, but
done.
interesting.
I guess I have to leave this call so that I can start the next one.
Yes, that's true.
And you need to get coffee.
Yes, I do. They're full of true statements.
And why do you have missing commented out code?
Me?
In the PR. Not you.
Yes. Talking to me?
No.
You talking to me? So it doesn't look like. I mean, have you run yarn install recently?
No, but I could do that.
I mean, I'm just wondering if that has something to do with maybe why the tests are failing for me.
Mine is already up to date.
Oh, well, aren't you cool? I would think that it wouldn't be building if there was a problem, though. But maybe I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Opa, Met Plus. Woohoo! So see you at the Met Plus.
Okay.
Okay, bye.